I was a 19-year-old drug kingpin. At 13, I was dealing weed. Age of 19, I was running one of the largest drug delivery services in New York. My life changed completely when I was 23 and I was sentenced to 7 years in prison. If you die in prison, they don't bury you in a tombstone with your name, they bury you in a tombstone with a number. Doctors in prison told me I could probably die in 5 years, so I started turning my life around. Now I help people readapt back into society who are coming out of the prison system. I used to sell drugs right on this block, right in this corner, on a milk crate. By the age of 19, I was probably making $4 to $5 million in revenue a year. Growing up in the Lower East Side, I would see gangs. Every 10 steps, I'm seeing, heroin. I got involved with drugs at a very early age. At 11, I started smoking weed. I started dealing at 13 years old. By 23, this all ended. I was facing 12 to 24 years in prison, and I was charged as a kingpin. The drug delivery service started when I was dealing crack, coke, all types of drugs. We had over 10,000 numbers in our contracts. We were selling about a kilo a week. Out of a kilo, we was making about 100 grand. Everything ended when I was 23 years old. The day they came and picked me up, I was in the stash house in the Bronx. And as soon as I walk out of the house, there was a federal agent. He pulled out his badge. He was like, your whole operation's over. I got charged with a felony. Once you plead guilty, you go upstate and you see a doctor. And they were like, hey, you have high cholesterol, and if you continue living this lifestyle, you could probably die within 5 years. I got up and I was like, I need to start moving. When I went into prison, I was 231 pounds. I lost 71 pounds in 6 months. This is the Conbody gym. We have a lot of prison facts on the wall. This is the mugshot board. It says Conbody Correctional Facility. I served a total of 6 years in prison. I remember thinking about what I wanted to do when I came home, and it just sparked in my mind. I want to continue this fitness thing. The whole workout that we developed is made for small constrained space, no equipment. This is the workout class. Behind the gate, welcome to prison. We don't use any equipment. As you see, I don't even have, sneakers on. It's all body weight. We used to have a little space opening like this. We used to rip bed sheets out and rack the sides as handles. I was released from prison in 2013. My whole idea about hiring people coming out of the system started developing. We have a 0 recidivism rate. No one has gone back.
Yeah, no, I'm sturdy like a milli rocket. Skin clear, still look young, Andy Miller knocking money in my pocket.
I've been here about a month and a half now. I just recently been released. And Coss basically gave me an opportunity, so I'm here to make sure that I do what I gotta do with that. Almost half my life I grew up in jail. I wouldn't have had an opportunity if it wasn't for him. Due to the fact that I was incarcerated, nobody wanted to hire me. He gave me the opportunity, and that's a blessing. Appreciate you.
It's a community that breaks down a lot of stereotypes between formerly incarcerated individuals and young professionals that come here. I'm definitely grateful that things happen the way they happen. If it didn't happen that way, I would have probably be in the street still, or probably be in prison, or maybe dead. I believe everybody deserves a second chance. Once you give that person a second chance, they're gonna appreciate this so much. For me, success is just living a long, healthy life. Just continue living.